we're back. We took a brief break, but we're back here with our next big matchup with continuing here in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Making her way to the ring, representing the faces of fear from Battle Creek, Michigan.
Well, like we mentioned before, Shera is a part of the Faces of Fear. She is the woman side enforcer of the team and has fought before many times for the main championship and as well has had this budding rivalry with Teagan because Destroyer and Teagan are trying to go against the Faces. That's been there for a while. And like I said before, they're closing down to their last matches in their rivalry. So we'll see what happens here tonight. I mean, something to keep in mind as well. Teagan's the former women's world champion before Rose became champion. She actually lost that at a little bit of a couple months ago, I believe. But either way, Teagan was forced to destroy her to the away show, and that's why the Faces were moved there as well. And mainly because the corporation took over the home show. But we could see that they have every single title in their team. And it's now Shera and Teagan locking up here. And like I said before, this is one of their soon-to-be last matches here between each other because we know that this has been a budding rivalry for a while now, and both sides are getting anxious and restless. They've missed a lot of big opportunities for main championships, like at the ladder pay-per-view, as well as other ones before that. But there was another old school pay-per-view they lost an opportunity at the title because they're focused each other on the both sides there, I should say. But we'll see how it goes moving forward. Seems like they're still pretty strong in this rivalry between each other. It's been nice to see Teagan and Destroyer on the good side of things. It's been a little bit awkward to see Destroyer change sides so quickly from being a heel to definitely a big face in the company. I mean, we go back to the history of Destroyer. He started in the early times when he was only like 16, 17 years old, being trained by his own dad, the Ram, and he was in a couple dark matches in the shows here and there before. Never in the major spot of TPW till later on. He was added about a year and a half ago, and he stole the show. He took away the championship that the Ram had at the time when we came back on air after 10 years or so being gone. And yeah, he took it from Razor and the Ram. Like literally held the championship pretty long. And that's pretty rare to say in a young man's career. I mean, even Freddie, who has the championship now, what a suicide dive by Teagan. But thinking about Freddie, he's pretty young in his career though. He's in his 30s, and he's pretty young still, but I mean, Destroyer is only in his 20s, a little bit less than that. He's been here, like I said, since he was like 16 years old. So he's still pretty young in his prime to win and hold the main championship as long as he did. It was a big feat in the company. He said he wanted to hold it the longest, but he wasn't able to because he was injured by his own uncle, The Rock, in that big old school pay-per-view event that we had a long time ago. He got his disc that had that surgery. He was out for a while, but he came back at that big chamber pay-per-view that we had, and already Teagan Knox ending this big TLC match with Shera. Wow, what a quick win. I did not expect that to be so quick, but an amazing shining wizard out of nowhere, vintage Teagan. And who knows if this rivalry will continue, but definitely a huge win for Teagan tonight on the side of Destroyer and Teagan. But next is that big battle royal. Who will win that battle royal? Well, we'll find out immediately next. All the competitors will be inside the ring. We'll already know who they're going to be because we already announced them. So that'll be coming up next, and then we'll have our big main event. We found out Megan will face Rose one-on-one for her championship.